Welcome back. You're watching News Center. An Indian Army officer was killed after a gunfight broke out between security forces and suspected militants in Jammu and Kashmir's Doda district. A civilian was also injured in the ongoing encounter. Over the last month, 4 soldiers, including a captain, have been killed in multiple incidents in Doda district. We're now joined by SP Vaid, former Director General of Police of Jammu and Kashmir. Mr. Vaid, thank you very much for joining us on the program. Over the last 2 months, we've been seeing increasing number of encounters, incidents of terror in Jammu and Kashmir. Today, we've seen the death of a captain. Why do you think this is happening right now? It seems to be planned attacks on the part of terror organizations.
Thank you, Prikshit. Thank you for having me. And first of all, my tribute and homage to the martyr captain and his family. What is actually happening is these terrorists who have managed to infiltrate in this part of Jammu and Kashmir, they are actually armed with the American M4 rifles, and that has been recovered today. One of that carbine, the American weapon which was left in Afghanistan. Now, it also is equipped with, the IPs, which has, vision, clear vision during the night. It's a night vision, and also can locate a person exact spot where to hit. From a distance of 500 meters or 600 meters, like you see in sniper, you see in telescopic gun. So that is, I think, actually is creating problem because they are targeting the. This is what happened in Assar today. This is what happened when attack happened in Desa area of Doda. So they are actually through these. Night vision and these the telescopic vision, which is fitted with the M4 rifles, they are targeting the officer, and that's why we are losing. And that's my worry. We must find a way out. I think senior officers of the army and our JNK police must find a way out. Well, maybe they have to use area weapon, but then I think they are targeting the senior officers with these sniper kind of rifles. And that's why we're losing young.
Mr. Vaid, I would also like to ask you.
Yeah.
Mr. Vaid, I'd also like to ask you, because the Election Commission right now is working on holding elections in Jammu and Kashmir. They want to conduct elections within the next few weeks. There are talks also going on with the Home Ministry and the Armed Forces. Do you think these terror attacks have something to do with the election process? And how will this increase the challenges? Because the kind of security requirement you would have to make sure that candidates can campaign, that people can come out to vote in large numbers, you'll need a very high level of security.
Yes, this, in fact, one of the reason which on the directions of the deep state of Pakistan, the terrorists are doing is basically Pakistan has been rattled because of the turnout in parliament election. And in fact, one of the reasons is the assembly election. Why sudden spurt in terrorism in Jammu Kashmir and particularly in Jammu region? I think the Pakistan seeing the turnout more than 50%, which was something like normal in rest of India, has been seen after more than 3 decades in Jammu and Kashmir, and that has rattled Pakistan, and that's why you are seeing this spurt. It is a big challenge for the security grid. But let me mention here, in 1996, we had conducted assembly election. In 1995, we had conducted parliament election. In fact, 2001 and 2002 were the peak years of 30 years of terrorism, 35 years of terrorism. And in 2002 also, we conducted assembly elections. But this weapon is definitely a big challenge to secure your candidates, your election commission officers who would be visiting. So they have to move around in different areas of the constituency assembly. There are 90 assembly constituencies in
Right.
Jammu, and each constituency will, on an
Mr.
average,
Ved, are you seeing any kind of new trend in terror attacks in Jammu and Kashmir? The kind of weapons, like you mentioned, an M4 rifle that the terrorists were armed with. Now, this is something that used to be there with the American forces, must have been left behind in Afghanistan. But any kind of new trends that you're seeing, and how does security forces in Jammu and Kashmir counter these attacks now? If you could tell us briefly in about 30 to 40 seconds, sir.
Rikshit, unless we neutralize all these terrorists, they will always remain a threat, because equipped with these weapons, they can hit from 500 to 600 meters any target, as they are hitting our young captains or young officers of the army. That always remains a problem. And I think we may have to, wherever contact is established, even this particular contact which was established on a specific information, but then they shifted from that house to some other location, and then they targeted our captain. Maybe the senior officers of the army and J&K police think of, maybe we have to use area weapon, but that could entail the civilian casualties also.
Okay.
So I think we will have to think of maybe like this has to be with our forces.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Ved, for joining us on the program, giving us your view on the increasing number of terror incidents in Jammu and Kashmir. Let's move on now and get you a CNBC